All praises to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, double honors to the elders and apostles of James, who well, Shalom to the elect. What would say, uh, Shalom, it's a Shabbat and a Passover today, but YouTube have basically flagged my stuff. They've yellow carded me, right? So I'm just gonna be doing a couple lessons, through the Spirit, Lord willing. I pray this is edifying. And I'll probably upload them when I or take it off. I really want to talk about greed today. And it's something that I be thinking about because you have to deal with Jake, and when you try to deal with Jake in righteousness, you might want to give Jake your time, you might want to give Jake money, you might want to help Jake, uh, buy them things, or run errands for them, or give them advice, whatever it may be. Drake has this wicked spirit which comes from Esau, where they're greedy, right? They don't actually understand that anything that you do from them, for them, takes away from yourself. Jake don't know when to say no, which is a spirit of an Edomite. These Edomites, here it is, they've taken over the world, and he just won't stop. They have everything that their heart could want. They hoard up riches for themselves, and they talk about there's not enough resources for everybody. There's plenty of resources for everybody. There's plenty of resources to go around. You're just greedy and you just want to hoard to yourself. And the scriptures talk about, as the judges and the rulers of the people, so are the people. So it's a spirit that you know Jake really has on them. And we have certain leaven in us from the world, but we have to be aware of it and we have to get rid of it. This is Genesis chapter 23. This is dealing with when Sarah died, right? It says Sarah was 107, well, 127 years old. These were the years of Sarah, right? And she died in Kirjathaba, which is in Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abram came to mourn Sarah and to weep for her, and he wanted to buy some land. So he went to the people of the land of the children of Heth, right? And he said, "I'm gonna start at 9." So this is Genesis chapter 23 and 9. That he may give, me the cave of Machpelah, which he have, which is in the end of his field, for as much money as it is worth, he shall give me for possession of a burying place amongst you. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth. And Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, even of all that went in at the gate of the city, saying, Nay, my lord, hear me. The field give I thee, and the cave that is therein, I give it to thee. In the presence of the sons of my people, give I it thee. Bury thy dead. So he's like, nah, man, you don't need to buy it for me. Take it. Go bury your dead. And chapter 12, Abraham bowed down himself before the people of the land, and he spake unto Ephron in the audience of the people of the land, saying, But if thou wilt give it, I pray thee, hear me, I will give thee money for the field. Take it off me, and I will bury my dead there. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him, My lord, hearken unto me, the land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that betwixt me and thee? Bury therefore thy dead. And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, right? And Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money with the merchant. So he was like, yo, it's nothing between me and you, take it, man. And he was like, nah, I'll pay you, which is the same thing David did in the threshing floor when he wanted to set up a sacrificial place for the Lord. He wanted to buy the threshing floor, and the man was like, take it. But David said, I will buy it. So that's the spirit of a Jake in his right mind. Even if something's being given to you, you know, you wanna pay a fair due. You're not trying to basically get something for nothing, which is the spirit of this world, is really the spirit of an Edomite, right? And Jake really has the spirit on him, and I've witnessed it in the world where you're nice to Jake, and Jake want more and more and more. It is never enough for Jake, because Jake has a very Edomite spirit on him, where he basically he follows the people of the world, where you're trying to get something for nothing, and you're trying to always one up somebody, even though you don't necessarily need it. Now, if you're in a bad shape, that's different. If you're having money problems, that's different. You know, if you're going through adversity, and brothers offer you something through the spirit, that's different. You know, but even then, you know, when you're even brought in a lower estate, right, you're supposed to take that cheerfully, because there's been certain times where I've been brought to a lower state, and people see that and they're like, here, and I'm like, you know what, I need it, but I don't need it. You know what I mean? I more want it than need it, because I can go without that. Me not having that is not gonna kill me, and you've done enough for me. So I don't want to be a person where I'm constantly burdening you or asking things of you, because at the end of the day, you know, we're men, and men have, you know, brothers say it's not pride, it's honor. It's really honor, right? You're supposed to have honor to know I don't need I don't need more than uh than what I need. Basically, I don't want more than I need. You know, the Lord will give you things sufficient for thee. You know, sometimes even when somebody gives you things, it's really a test to see whether or not you have enough honor and humility to say, no, do you know what, you know, I'm going through this because of, you know, whatever situation I put myself in, and what the Lord is putting me through, so that I can have a level of humility and you know, an uprightness, even though I've been brought to a lower state, right? This is Proverbs 15:27. It says, he that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hateth gifts shall live. So sometimes you're not supposed to take a gift, because what end is that gift really being given to you for? You know, sometimes there's a test from Lord, sometimes that gift is from Satan. You know, you look at all these benefits that Esau gives Jake, and in Jake's mind, you think you're getting one up over on Esau. He's giving you money for you to sit on your fat ass at home, and you think you know, you think you've done something. You get a little free flat, but here it is. You're really taking on the mindset of an Edomite now. You know, now because you're lazy, you don't work, you don't value money. You know, you don't value work. You think everything just comes to you, and you're deserving of things. You know, and then certain situations might come up, and you go straight to Esau. You don't even look at it like you need to do something off your own back. You look at it like this devil's supposed to do everything for you, and this devil don't give you nothing for free, man. You think you're getting one up over on him because he enslaved your people, and now he give you a flat and some money. So you're like, yeah, man, I won. You ain't won, man, because you're really taking on his psychology, and that the Lord is gonna burn you for that. You would have been better off if you got off your ass, you went and you worked, and you had some honor in how you live, and you did everything according to how the scriptures tell you to do things. Because you know, in the latter end, what is it for you? See, now you're hooked onto this man's system. So when you know, that computer C hip comes, you're gonna take it, because you know if you don't take it, he's gonna take everything that he gave back off you. Now you're boxed into a corner. This is why it says a gift destroyeth the heart, right? Because when he gives you stuff, you think it's to your benefit, but it's to his benefit. And there's the same thing with people in the world, you know, and it works in the reverse as well. Sometimes a brother will give you something, you know, when really you taking it is destroying yourself, man. And you become abominable in his eyes, you know. Because I've had situations where you might be having a little financial difficulty, and people be helping you out, you know, and you take that and you take that and you take that. After a while, people don't even want to be around you, because it's like every single time I see this person, I have to give him something. We go out to eat, I gotta pay for him, he ain't got no money. Now people don't want to be around you, man, because you basically use a scrounge, you know. It's better, you know, you go to brothers, or you go to a brother or your friends or whatever the case may be, you're not in a situation to go out to eat or whatever. You say we're going out. You know the brother will pay for you, but you say nah, man. And sometimes the brother are happy to be paid for you. He's not even gonna feel no way about it. But it doesn't mean that you abuse that his goodwill. in the same way that Abraham didn't abuse Ephron's goodwill. Said, no, I'll pay for it. You know, obviously is different. If you're starving and somebody's giving you food to eat, you know, you take it. But if you don't need it, you shouldn't always take something that's being offered to you, man. It's better to have honor, you know, and understand that you you know, you don't need it, you know. And this is talking about that time, because we're coming into a time where people, the love of people are gonna is gonna be waxing colder and colder. So you have to have a discernment when you're dealing with people, because people are gonna want to take anything that they can of you, you know. And if you're in a spirit of being kind to your own hurt, you know, that's a very bad thing. That's a very bad situation to be in. Just like it's a bad situation to just want to take things even when you don't need it, because you might want to take certain items. You go to the store, you take something, you don't even need it, and people see that you have certain things, and now they're coming after you. You know, you're supposed to take what you need, you know, and you leave what you don't need. This is Matthew 25:9. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. So you might be a brother where you might not necessarily be in a situation, and you're helping people, and you're doing that to your own hurt. You know, you got £20 in your pocket. You give a brother a £10, and then a bill come up where you need a £10, but you giving it to the brother. You know, it's not to say that's necessarily evil, but you have to, you know, you give that brother £10. That brother got £40, you know, but to him he ain't got no money, so he'll take it. You got less money than that brother, and you gave it to him. So when you give, you're really supposed to give it in wisdom, man. You don't just give people. You don't just give it to people because you think, oh, this is what Hawashai would do. It's better to give than to receive, you know, because you know Jake, man. Jake greedy. Jake really greedy for gain. Jake will finesse you. Jake will be a millionaire, right? You go to his house, you go to do some electrical work or some plumbing, fix his toilet, you know, install something. This guy don't even want to tip you, man. He don't want to give you nothing. He got the money. He don't want to do it. You know, you offer him a job. You say you can do it for 500. This guy's trying to undercut you for 400, but he can afford to pay you. You know, Jake is wicked as hell, man. Again, you go back to the story of Abraham and David, where they were buying things of people, and people wanted to give it to them for free. They paid what it was worth. They weren't trying to undercut them. They weren't trying to say, oh, well, you want to give it to me for free. I know it's worth 400 shekels. I'm going to give you 300. No, they said, you want to give it to me for free. It's worth 400 shekels. I'm going to give you 400. You know, you can be in a real wicked spirit by trying to undercut, take more than you need, and be greedy of gain, man. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. Um, nah, not this one. But again, it goes. I'll go into Second Corinthians 9:7. Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for Yahweh loveth a cheerful giver. So even when you do give, it's supposed to be from a cheerful perspective. You don't say, "Oh well, I'll give you the land for free," you know, and the guy says, "Okay, cool. You want to give it for me for free? I'll take it." Then you take it, and you're like, "Oh well, I offered him for free, and he took it. He should have paid." Nah, man, you offered that person. You should be a cheerful giver. You know, that's your fault. So there's the Lord says he hates a false balance. Everything's supposed to be done uh, in balance, decently, and in order. So it cuts both ways, man. And at the time you're coming in, we're gonna need. When I say you, I really mean we and me. You know, we're gonna need that discernment to understand if we're doing things to our own hurt. You know, because you can help somebody to your own hurt, and you cannot help somebody to your own hurt, because you don't help somebody because you want to be greedy, and then when it comes time for them to help you, they don't want to help you. Likewise, you can help somebody, and you can take too much help to the point where when you really need it, they're like, I've helped you enough. You know, you were taking a help when you really didn't need it. You know, and the person will see that in you, that you're doing that, and they're like, yeah, you know what, let me not, let me not help this person, because I know if I give him an inch, he's gonna take him out. And you see that with Jake in the world, and people remember that, man. You know, people, It's like if somebody helps you, you should really endeavor to help that person back. That's how it should be. You're supposed to give and receive. You're supposed to give cheerfully. You're supposed to receive cheerfully, and then you're supposed to give cheerfully. You're really supposed to give more than you get, but again, is all done in order. You're not supposed to just take, and then now you feel some type of way because you're always taking, and now you feel guilty when that's really the spirit on you. And likewise, you're not supposed to give, and you give and you give and you give, and then you start resenting. So yeah, I pretty much just wanted to get into that, and we really should use wisdom, and we're not supposed to give begrudgingly. But at the end of the day, is all set up for us to learn how to do judgment, because we're supposed to know who needs help and who doesn't. And you doing that and you making your mistakes, wisdom comes from that, because it's not about just learning through somebody's secondhand experiences. Sometimes you need to go through things yourself to know what judgment is, because you can't make a judgment for if you've not necessarily been through it yourself, because you're just saying something from an outside perspective. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really want to ramble on any more than that. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honest to the elders and apostles of Jim who well, and likewise elders. Shalom throughout for elect.